Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here, once again. Right, I haven't made a video in a month, blah 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 blah, deja vu. I know, okay? I know. In fact, the only reason I'm making this video here is because I literally just walked into the room to put something back on the shelf, and I saw this pile of games here and I'm like, oh shit, I meant to make a collection update. So, collection update. Here we go. And before we begin actually, I am going to do some self-promotion. Holy shit, look at me here, look at me trying to actually be professional and push shit out. I mean, I'm trying to be professional, but look at this fucking, jumper I'm wearing, you know? It's like, I haven't taken this off in, 4 months. I don't leave the house, so why the fuck not? But, anyway, yeah. I've actually been doing a pretty good job streaming on Twitch. At least once a week, usually on a Friday. But sometimes, twice a week as well, or whenever I really fancy it, you know? And just like making YouTube videos, this could be a phase that I will get out of super quickly, you know, just as quickly as I got into it. But for now, I'm really enjoying the streaming on Twitch, so yeah guys, by all means, go in the description, check out my Twitch if you want, and yeah, come talk shit. So, anyway, collection update, here we go. Okay, now, this first game is a reproduction cartridge. Fuck, I just fucked up the label. You can tell it's a reproduction cartridge, the label is a bit shit. But this is Wild Guns for the Super Nintendo. Now, guys, you're about to hear how my brain works, okay? You're gonna love this, right? Wild Guns was a game I learned about years ago, okay? It was a fairly popular game back in the mid-2000s, you know, when the YouTube retro game reviewer boom was happening on YouTube. You know, I remember watching Happy Console Gamer's review of it. And I remember thinking, oh fuck, that game looks really good. And me being a collector at the time, I would go on eBay, look up the game, and it was fucking expensive as hell. I was like, shit, I guess I can't get that. So a few years goes by, and then up until last month or a couple of months ago now at this point, on the Nintendo Switch Online service, which is really starting to pick up, I'm not gonna lie, they're getting some really good games on there. They put on Wild Guns, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll actually get to play Wild Guns. So I played through Wild Guns, and it was really good. I always thought it was really good. It was brilliant. And despite now having a pretty good version of the game that I could play whenever I want on the go, and I had all this time to try that game, now that I've actually played it, now my brain is like, Donald, you gotta buy this. Okay, you're gonna have to physically own this. You can't just have this game you've played on the Switch. No, that's not gonna fly. But I couldn't be arsed paying for the stupid price for it, so this is just a reproduction cartridge. So, Wild Guns, there you go. Right, next up, we've got a couple of Switch games here actually. I'll just talk about them together. We got Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, and Deadly Premonition 2. Now, I guess I'll talk about Deadly Premonition 2 first. I started this game, I'm a fan of the original, you know, I played that back in the 360. And I played for it again recently on Switch. It's a terrible version of the game, but, you know, it sounds weird to say, you know, terrible version when you know what the game is. You know, it's it looks rough, it's got a bad frame rate. It's really? That's whatever. We never thought this would happen, Deadly Premonition 2, and I will tell you guys, I was loving this game. I got I think I played about 10 hours or something. I don't know how far I got into it. It didn't feel like I got very far. But the story was excellent. All the ridiculous charm of the original was there and it was wonderful. But the frame rate is atrocious, and they came out, the director actually came out and said, yeah, I'm going to have a fight with the game's producer to get this frame rate fixed, and a patch has already been released. But it still runs like shit, so I guess there's still work to do on that. So I kind of made the decision, you know what, I'll wait, okay? It's probably not going to get fixed to an acceptable level, but I'll wait, because I was really enjoying it. So I'll go back to it at some point, and you never know, here's hope that it actually gets ported to something that's not the Switch at some point. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, you also have a Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, a remake of... Hold on. Here you go. Friends of Mineral Town for the Game Boy Advance. I bought this when I was on my Harvest Moon high that happened, you know, a couple of years ago at this point. You know, I started with A New Beginning on the 3DS, adored the game, and I've just been a big fan of the series since then, even when it transitioned into being Story of Seasons, you know? And I never played this one. I don't know why. This is one of the most highly regarded Harvest Moon games, but I never played it. I don't know why. Maybe I knew all along this was going to come out, because I haven't finished a whole year yet. I'm actually in winter right now. And yeah, I really, really wanted a Story of Seasons game on Switch, and I got it, you know? I kind of wish it was an original game rather than a remake, I suppose, because you do kind of... It does feel a lot more simple than some of the 3DS ones, you know? But whatever, it's lovely to have it. I'm really enjoying it, so yeah. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Okay, now, next actually, I kind of got this, like, I saw this online, it was like advertised, I was like, oh, I guess I'll buy that. And it arrived, and I thought to myself, fuck, do I put this in the collection update? I think I do put this in the collection update. That's Sonic the Hedgehog, the fucking film on Blu-ray. Not the 4K Blu-ray. I didn't even know you got 4K Blu-rays. I never buy films, guys. I don't even watch films anymore. Honest to God. This was the first film I've watched in at least a year. Really, it was. It's just not something that I pursue anymore, is watching films. Not like because I dislike them or anything. I just can't be arsed. I don't know why. But obviously, there wasn't... It was going to be pretty hard for me to justify not seeing this film. And you know what? It's alright. It's very, very, like, decent, right? In fact, if you want me to be controversial, I would say... No, I'm not going to be controversial. I know what Sonic fans are like. I don't want all my comments to be just this, what I'm about to say. So fuck it, there you go. Sonic the Hedgehog the film. Right. Next up we have... Oh, by the way, I've got some other items here that I meant to show off. Deadly Premonition came with like a notebook that just has like graph paper on it. It also came with a map that I've not taken out yet, but it's a map of the... it's called the Le Car? Can't mind, fuck. But it's the Louisiana town that the game is set in, so that's pretty cool. And also what came, I was quite excited about this, is my Shenmue 3 Kickstarter t-shirt. Hell yeah. The Shenmue 3 Kickstarter rewards have been kind of coming out very slowly, which, you know, we knew that from the beginning, plus the whole coronavirus thing can't be helping. But yeah, very, very cool to have this right here. Funny story, actually. I had to go to my parents' house to pick this up, you know. And when I went to go pick it up, some of the like Some of the like the lockdown had eased a little bit in this country, and you were allowed to like visit different households. My aunt and my cousin actually came just for a wee visit that day. Like, I obviously came for a visit and so did they. And this cousin was the cousin that originally got me into Shenmue. You know, I went to his house, I saw him play Shenmue, and that was it. And I got to like show him it. It's like, look at this man, it's fucking Shenmue 3, you know? And he went, there's a fucking Shenmue 3. He doesn't really play games anymore, sadly, but yeah, there's a fucking Shenmue 3, okay? And I helped save it, so yeah, there you go. Very happy with that. Don't even know what I want to do with that t-shirt, because I don't want to wear it. Okay, I kind of just want to keep it, so yeah, I'll think about what to do with that. Why do I keep looking over there? Right. Next up we have, still in the Cellophane, Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. I picked this up when it came out on PC, and it's wonderful. It's a really good 2D platformer. Way better than I thought it was going to be. I remember when this game got revealed, I was like, oh, this is going to be shit. Because I thought they were just taking, like, their 3D assets that they made for the, you know, the 3D platforming game, and just make some sort of, like, shit cash grab 2D platformer out of it. That wasn't the case. They did a really good job here. So, but yeah, this was on sale for, like, really cheap, so I thought, yeah, let's pick it up physically. So, yeah, Ukulele. Still have high hopes for that franchise. Still, you know, I really like that in the first game, you know, so I'm hoping there's going to be some more stuff. Next up I have now, I played this when I was younger, and it's one of those games where I keep having to tell myself, wait, do I own this? And I don't, but Lemmings. lot of you probably already know what Lemmings is, but yeah, I was ported to everything. I used to play on the Mega Drive when I was younger, as did a lot of people, you know, and now I own it, so hey, there you go. Right, and lastly we have now, this is, okay, funny story this, right? I've been on a massive Phantasy Star high recently, okay? I've been playing a shitload of Phantasy Star Online 2, and, you know, just like within the week that I'm filming this, you know, we got like new Genesis, and the Steam version is going to be coming out soon as well. You know, wonderful time to be a Phantasy Star fan, it really is. But it kind of got me thinking about like some of the past games, you know. I actually went back and played the original PSO for a bit. I replayed Phantasy Star 4. I actually played it on the Mega Drive Mini, which was quite cool. Yeah, I've just been on a massive Phantasy Star high, and I started like looking for like games or stuff that I didn't already own, and I saw this on eBay, and I thought, fuck it, I'll grab it. This is Phantasy Star Online Episodes 1 and 2 for the Xbox. Now, it's the same game as this, Phantasy Star Online Episodes 1 and 2 for the GameCube. Now, pop quiz people, this game is like, I've seen it for over like £100 on eBay right now. This was actually sent to me by someone who watched my videos back in the day, which I really appreciate. Whereas I got this for like a tenner. And I remember looking at that on eBay, it's like, what the fuck? £10 in that, like that? Fuck it, let's grab this and see what it's all about. You can't play this. You straight up can't play this unless you're connected to the internet. You put the game in, it doesn't do anything. And I was just like, okay, there are apparently ways to trick your Xbox into thinking it's on the internet. You can get like a gamer tag on it. Whatever. The fact of the matter is you can't play it. That's why it's so cheap. And what I find so hilarious about this, it just reminded me about how I got into Phantasy Star Online in the first place when I bought my original Dreamcast version. Here it is. Yeah, the original like version on the Dreamcast, right? I remember buying this in like 2009, I think that was the year, and I wasn't even aware that if I could put it in. You know, up until I popped it in my Dreamcast, I was sure I was going to get some sort of like message to say cannot connect to server, blah 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 blah, please check connection. And I was like, well, it's an online only game, what can I do? And to this day I'm still shocked that yes, you can play this game offline, and it's really fucking good offline. And I didn't need to be connected to the internet at all. It feels like I wasted, you know, because I always used to pass up on this game for that very reason. Well, how brilliant is it that, like, all these years later, I do get that feeling of disappointment from the fucking, like, Xbox version, where I can't play it unless I'm online. So, yeah, this version is 100% better than this version, and I'm holding it upside down. So, yeah, that's that, guys. Nice wee collection update. Who knows when the next one will be? Who knows when the next video will be? I don't know. But we'll see, eh? But yeah, do check me out on Twitch, and yeah, that's that, guys. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.